Two people are dead following a drive-by shooting in Robbinsdale that happened right in the middle of Bottineau Boulevard. Delane Cleveland has more on the incident that shut down the city's busiest street for hours.
Shannon, I'm at the intersection of County Road 81 and 36th Avenue. Traffic is flowing smoothly here now, but for several hours Thursday afternoon, the street was lined with caution tape, law enforcement vehicles, and a car that was riddled with bullet holes.
Another car pulled up and started shooting at the victim's vehicle, which then we believe just rolled up to where it ended up in around the 3700 block of County Road 81, and that's where we found the vehicle when we responded.
Officers responded to the scene around 3:40 Thursday afternoon, where they found two people dead inside a blue car believed to have more than a dozen bullet holes in the windows and door frame. The two victims have yet to be identified. Meanwhile, police say they found the shooter's vehicle abandoned a short time later in North Minneapolis.
We are treating this as an isolated incident. It wasn't random. There was obviously some vengeance out for one party or another. I would say, we don't want people to be scared to drive around and be in Robbinsdale or anywhere in the area, but just always keep aware of your surroundings.
The investigation is being handled by Robbinsdale, Minneapolis, and the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. If anyone has any information, they're encouraged to call the Robbinsdale Police Department. Reporting in Robbinsdale, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Friday is the final day for a group of Robbinsdale residents to gather petitions to recall City Council member Tyler Klein, who is accused of driving while intoxicated and fleeing police. The council voted to censure Klein earlier this week, which removes him from any committee assignments. The people working on the recall petition had 30 days to gather signatures from 25% of registered voters in Ward 1. The city clerk reported earlier this week that they were 175 signatures short, and they had until Friday to collect them. If the signatures are valid and there are enough of them, the council could call for a special election at their next meeting. Minnesota state colleges are getting ready to increase tuition despite declining enrollment. North Hennepin Community College in Brooklyn Park is among the schools expected to raise tuition by 3.5% in the next academic year. CCX News asked North Hennepin's Vice President of Student Success if increasing tuition will make enrollment a bigger challenge.
No, because we do such a great job of creating an affordable educational experience. Even with this slight increase, we will still be one of the most, if not the most affordable option within the state.
The 3.5% is an increase from a 3% tuition raise in this year's fiscal year. North Hennepin officials say enrollment is down for this summer. It's down 11%. The Minnesota State Board of Trustees votes on the tuition hike next month. The Fair School Crystal is using a grant to create a unique learning space that will hopefully benefit students mentally and physically. Here's Jason Malello with our school spotlight.
Some ideas were a bit crazy.
There was a kid that wanted to have a roller coaster.
Others more practical.
I think it should be very good for the environment.
But all ideas for a new space at Fair School Crystal were welcome.
We wanted them, to have those big ideas, but then to pare it down and figure out, okay, what could we start with? What could we do right now? And what will we be able to design next year?
Sixth graders at Fair Crystal have the opportunity to design an outdoor learning space thanks to a grant from the Minnesota Statewide Health Improvement Partnership.
All year the kids have been learning about engineering, and they've had engineering challenges, and so for them to be able to start the process and then develop it, and hopefully next fall we're going to be building it.
Using a program called Tinkercad, they're graphing out the plans, figuring out the dimensions, and having to stay in budget.
For example, when we were looking at picnic benches, we want to make sure we can find the best quality, but also not expensive.
The hope is that the outdoor learning space will provide all Fair Crystal students with a therapeutic and relaxing spot to learn.
Even 10 minutes outside, bring your notebooks outside and write about whatever it is that we're learning.
And will lead to more learning opportunities.
At home, I like to go on my porch, and doing that at school would be really fun.
I could go out and just know that I designed that, and now everyone's using it, and it's benefiting people.
For the CCX School Spotlight, I'm Jason Malillo.
Students at the Fair School Crystal created a time capsule that will go inside the new Crystal Public Safety Building. Inside the capsule, letters about 2022.
The world has just gone through and is still going through a pandemic of COVID-19 plus variants.
Besides letters from students, there's school medals as well as flyers and programs from school events. Students stuffed the time capsule at school on Friday with members of the Crystal Historical Society on hand.
We thought with the new public safety building going in that something in the lobby would kind of tie these kids to this community.
There will be a plaque in the lobby designating where the time capsule is located. The time capsule will then be opened in 2060 when the city of Crystal turns 100 years old, and these students will be over the age of 50. And finally, this segment, a group of girls excited but also nervous about something they've never done before.
8, 9, 10.
About 40 Greenwood elementary students in Plymouth in grades 3 through 5 are practicing to run their first 5K. That's 3.1 miles. It's organized by the nonprofit Girls on the Run. The Wayzata High School girls track team came to help them train and cheer them on.
I'm excited and scared, but I'm really excited to finish the 5K. When we run the 5K, the point is just to have fun and get exercise.
This program is so incredible because it wraps in friendships, how to make friends, keep friends, how to communicate with their friends, their parents, how to deal with conflicts, and just the importance of being healthy, having a healthy lifestyle.
The training for these girls will conclude with the final 5K run held June 4th at Normandale Community College.
It's been a rough spring for a Wayzata baseball team that had high expectations coming into the spring. But the Trojans finally had something to smile about at the end of the night Thursday.
Maple Grove riding an 8-game winning streak, coming to Plymouth to face the 4-10 Trojans. Top of the first inning, and Crimson first baseman Hunter Gerber tags one to deep right center field. It's gone for a 2-run homer, and Maple Grove leads 2-0 after half an inning. Wayzata turns a couple of infield double plays in this game in both the third and fifth innings. Good defense by the Trojans keeps this game close. The Trojans get on the board in their half of the fifth. A slow roller right of the mound hit by Brady Lash gets Zach Brown in from third base, and it's 2-1. Top of the seventh inning, Cam Elder singles to center field for the Crimson. Devin Hornbacher scores, and Maple Grove has a 3-1 lead. But the Trojans get 2 runners on in the bottom of the seventh inning, and then Drew Birkeland ends the game with one swing, a walk-off 3-run homer to left for Birkeland, and the Trojans win it 4-3 for their 5th win of the season. Maple Grove is now 13-3.
Totino-Grace and Armstrong have had up and down seasons on the baseball diamond, but both have been playing well of late coming into their Thursday game. Jay Wilcox reports.
Armstrong hosts Totino-Grace in baseball after a rain shower passes through. Totino-Grace is up 1-0 in the second when Mason Molitor blasts it to deep right, and it's gone. A grand slam for Molitor breaks it open, and the Eagles lead 5-0. Armstrong reliever Nelson Ponce is greeted by another deep drive as Lucas Reif leads off the top of the third with a solo homer to left. Grace's lead grows to 6-0. A few batters later, Carson Border flies to left. Walker Hurlbrink tags up to score from third on the sacrifice fly to make it 7-0 Eagles. Armstrong's lone run comes on a wild pitch as Dawson Franke dashes home to score in the bottom of the third. Grace starter Joaquin Majano pitches 6 strong innings, allowing just the 1 run as Totino-Grace beats Armstrong 8-1. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Defending state boys lacrosse champion Benilde-St. Margaret's continues to roll through opponents this spring. The Red Knights got the job done again Thursday night.
The undefeated Red Knights boys at home to face 6-4 Eagan. First quarter, and Benilde's Robbie Hoyt goes unchallenged on his run to the net. He shoots and scores, and the Red Knights lead 1-0 2-17 into the game. Mitch Stockman with a short pass to Hunter Payer for the quick shot and goal. The Red Knights dominate play right from the start. Gus Bell, one of the team's top goal scorers this season, beats the Wildcats goalie with a shot to the far side of the net, and it's 3-0. Sky Rolled caps an 84-second span for the Red Knights in which they score 4 goals. Benilde is up 5-0 after 1 quarter. Second quarter, and Luke Drew steps around the Eagan defender, and he's alone in front. He shoots and scores. BSM leads 6-0 at halftime. Third quarter, it's Dockman to Payer again. Payer goes top shelf with a shot to score. The Red Knights' 7th goal of the night. Adam Backman takes the return pass here and lasers a long shot in for the Red Knights' 8th goal of the game. Benilde goes on to win 14-2 for their 10th win of the season.
And that's all for sports. More news after this.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.